up, guys? Welcome to the channel Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. This is part of my re-upload series, if you want to call it that. I'm not making it a playlist, but I'm just re-uploading some videos that I had taken down about a year ago when I was starting a different channel because there was some conflict with YouTube and da-da-da-da-da-da. I've since resolved whatever fears I had about what YouTube might do to me. So these are re-uploads. So some of these are from like 2 years ago. And my editing style and the video quality was different then versus now in some cases. So anyway, here's the re-upload. I hope you enjoy it. Some of you may have seen this already. And that's it. All right, guys, enjoy the video. I got my tissues. You guys have been asking me to do this song ever since I did Red Sovine's Teddy Bear, which is like this heart punch, gut punch, life punch, every cell in your body just, oh. But you guys were all like Phantom 309, which you said is like the follow-up to this. I don't know this song, which I'm going to experience it on camera. So buckle up or laugh or cry with me. I don't know. But this was requested by millions of you guys. So shout out to all of you who requested it.
I was out on the West Coast trying to make a buck, and things didn't work out. I was down on my luck. Got tired of roaming and bumming around, so I started thumbing back east toward my hometown. Made a lot of miles the first 2 days, and I figured I'd be home in a week if my luck held out this way. But the third night I got stranded way out of town at a cold, lonely crossroads. Rain was pouring down. I was hungry and freezing, done caught a chill, when the lights of a big semi topped the hill. Lord, I sure was glad to hear them air brakes come on. And I climbed in that cab where I knew it'd be warm. At the wheel sat a big man. He weighed about 210. He stuck out his hand and said with a grin, "Big Joe's the name." I told him mine, and he said the name of my rig is Phantom 309. Well, I asked him why he called his rig such a name. He said, "Son, this old Mac can put 'em all to shame. There ain't a driver or a rig a running any line that's seen nothing but taillights from Phantom 309. Well, we rode and talked the better part of the night when the lights of a truck stop came in sight. He said, "I'm sorry, son, this is as far as you go, 'cause I gotta make a turn just on up the road." Well, he tossed me a dime as he pulled her in low and said, "Have yourself a hot cup on old Big Joe." When Joe and his rig roared out into the night, in nothing flat, he was clean out of sight. Well, I went inside and ordered me a cup. Told the waiter Big Joe was setting me up. Oh, you could have heard a pin drop. It got deathly quiet, and the waiter's face turned kind of white. "Well, did I say something wrong?" I said with a halfway grin. He said, "No, this happens every now and then. Every driver in here knows Big Joe. But son, let me tell you what happened about 10 years ago.
Oh.
At the crossroads tonight where you flagged him down, there was a busload of kids coming from town.
Shoot.
And they were right in the middle when Big Joe topped the hill. It could have been slaughter, but he turned his wheels. Well, Joe lost control, went into a skid, and gave his life to save that bunch of kids. And there at that crossroads was the end of a line for Big Joe and Phantom 309. But every now and then, some hiker will come by, and like you, Big Joe will give him a ride. Here, have another cup, and forget about the dime. Keep it as a souvenir from Big Joe and Phantom 309.
That actually, you saw my smile at the end. Hey, obviously Big Joe, lost his life saving the kids, But the ending there just put a smile on my face because he's still doing good, But then you're like, all right, was this in the hitchhiker's imagination? Obviously, in some way. Like, that Big Joe picked them all up. But every so often, but I like that he said, tell him Big Joe sent you. That's his way of, I guess, letting the people know that he's still sort of guiding things around. But what's the 309? Was that the county road that it happened on or something else? But I'll say to me, this wasn't nearly as sad as Teddy Bear. Teddy Bear just, if you could come up with a sadder song than Teddy Bear, I don't even know what it would be, because that thing, just the way he tells the story. I don't know what voice coaches and people who are, what you would call what he does with his voice when, is it like some kind of vibrato that just trails off like at the very end for like a tenth of a second that just seems to vibrato its way into your heart, like when he says it, and he's an older gentleman singing this, and that seems to have an extra component, like when Johnny Cash did Hurt, the song Hurt. You're like, that's an older person singing this, and there's something about that that's different than a 25-year-old singing that song. But that was just a nice song. I mean, he has a way of telling a story. I mean, I just think guys like Paul Simon probably went to school on guys like Red Sovine, because that sort of talky singing type of way through a song is, is just, it's here, it's Red, it's, James Taylor does it to a certain extent too, but he sings a little bit more. But this is true storytelling set to music. So I'm going to rate that song. I'm going to go with an 8.9. It wasn't a tearjerker to me, but it captivated me. So it's a hell of a song. But when you're comparing it to one of the greatest songs in my estimation of all time by Red, which is Teddy Bear, it's like your first album comes out platinum, and the double platinum, and then your second album as an artist, what do you do, to match that? It's very hard, but I got through it without crying, so there you go. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you on another video, and keep rocking the country.